Yes. Good evening, all. So, in the last class, I was briefing you about Python Software Foundation, the official website python.org, right? So, Python versions, the current latest version is Python 3.12, right? The latest version of Python, right? That yesterday I showed you how to install it. Uh, and execution modes, two modes of execution, interactive mode and batch mode. Batch mode means we'll create a .py file. Interactive mode means statement by statement will interact. We can write the Python code in editors like Notepad, Edit Plus, VAN Nano. For Windows, in Notepad and Edit Plus, we can create a .py file. In Linux, we use VAN Nano for creating dot. In real time, we use IDEs like PyCharm, Jupyter, Spire, Jupyter Notebook, Spider, VS Code, NetBeans, Eclipse, right? Yes. So PyCharm is the mostly used. I'll show you on different IDs, like I'll show you on PyCharm, I'll show you on Jupyter, I'll show you on Spider, show you on VS Code, right? How to run the code and execute the code. Later, once we are done with a little bit of technical content, I will show you how to run this code. And as I was showing you, developing the first Python application within editor, opening Notepad, and just writing some code, Python code, normal like arithmetic operations, addition, subtraction, multiplication. Save it as sample1.py in any of this folder, right? Yes. And how will you just give the path of the file, right? Yes. Give the path of the file where you have saved it. Yes. To Python. And here I am also showing you about IDLE, right? Python IDLE. Yes. Whenever you open this, right? Whenever you open that file, one second. File, new file. So in the search in the bottom, whenever you install Python, in the bottom search panel, if you type IDLE in the bottom search panel, if I type IDLE, yes, IDLE Python 3.12 gets opened. Yes, you can type here, you can interact here, interactive mode. Yes. If you want to write python.py, file, new file, you say, write your code here, write your entire code and run option is there, run module. Okay. So if anyone, you will get the video in the chart panel now, yesterday's video. If anyone absent of the yesterday session, you will get the video of yesterday session, the link of the yesterday videos, right? You will get in the chart, Zoom chart after 5-10 minutes. Will be posted by the online team. And also you'll be getting
And video not playing. There is an error.
error in,
Online demo 2 video.
it's not playing.
No.
Okay, okay. I'll just ask them to re-upload it, right?
Okay.
Okay, fine. And today I'll be just entering into the technicals of Python, right? Yes. Python data types and variables. Python data types and variables. See, every organization use case has got data and operations, has got data and operations. Data is represented, right? Using data types or variables. Operations are represented using functions. Yes. Any organization use case has got data and operations. Data represented using data types or variables. Operations represented using functions. Means if you take any organization, for example, if you take example of a bank, bank has got customers, customers has got a data and customers have got operations. What are the customer data? Customer name, customer phone number, customer branch, address, balance, all this, right? Operations like withdraw operations, transfer operations, deposit operations, right? Operations we do using functions. and data represented using variables or data types. Okay, fine. Uh, if you observe this, comparing C or C++ or Java compared with Python, C or C++ or Java comparison with Python, right? Python supports dynamic data types. It supports dynamic data types. Yes. Hmm. For example, in other programming language, if x equal to 10, if I define x equal to 10, compulsory I need to say int x, right? Y equal to 4.5, compulsory I need to say float of y, right? If I say z equal to a string, if I define, I need to define the data types, right? Data type defining is compulsory. Without this data type, this variable x can't be created in other programming languages, right? But in Python, no need to define this int or float or string. Directly, I can say x as 10. Directly, I can say y as 4.5, z as hello. No need to define this data types. But here in other programmings, what kind of variable x means? Based on the data type defining, you are saying it as integer type. What kind of variable y means? It is float type. What kind of variable z is means string type. But here in Python, what kind of variable x is means what value you have assigned to it. Based on the value assigned, the variable x is created dynamically. A integer variable is created. Why integer variable created? Because you assigned a integer value. If you are assigned a float value, then float variable created dynamically during runtime. If you're assigning a string value, string variable created. Based upon what value you are assigning in Python, the variable is getting created dynamically. Python is providing a function called a type function, type of x. Type of x is integer. Why it is integer? You have assigned a integer value. Try to respond. Type of y is what type? Float. Why? Because you assigned a float value. Type of z is what type? String type, because you assigned a string value. Fine. To make you understand much better on this data types and variables, what happening internally when you define a variable, how to print its value, how to print its address, how to print its type, right? I'll be discussing 4 cases now. Just understand these 4 cases. Case 1, whenever I define a variable like x equal to 10 in Python, internally an object is created with value 10. An object is created with value 10. It is going to occupy some address, memory address, right? This address is given to x. Now, try to answer what x is storing. Don't say x is storing a 10. X stores this address. Whenever I say print x, whenever I say print x, it goes to this address and print whatever present at that address. Prints the content. If you say, what do you mean by print x? Prints the content at that address. Prints the content at that address. What is the content? 10. If you want to print the address where exactly it is stored, there is a function called id of x. Excuse me. Prints the address of x. Prints the address of x. 103070. Type of x prints the data type of x. Type of x means prints the data type of x. What's the data type of x? Int type, right? So here printing x, printing the address and printing the type of x. Understood everyone? How to print the content, how to print the address, how to print the type. Whenever you're defining any variable, right? Internally, object created, it's going to have some value. It has got address, The address is given to X. Now, observe this case to any query in case one, anyone? Printing the content, address, and time. Now, case two. Now, here onwards, I want the sessions to be interactive. Everyone try to unmute yourself. Try to give your responses. Whether your answers are correct or wrong, keep responding, right? Yes. You can give a response through voice or through chat. If you got any background noise, you can respond through, type your response in the chat. Yes. If I got to two variables, x equal to 10, y equal to 20. Two variables I am defined. Now try to respond everyone. How many objects will be created? Yes. How many objects will be created internally? Yes. Two objects will be created, right? Yes. For 10, one object. For 20, one more object. Two objects. Yes. And it will have its address. It has its address, right? Some address. The address is given to y. Y equal to print x. Print x means what is the x value? Yes, try to answer now. What is the x value? Everyone, unmute yourself and give your answers through voice. Yes, or in chat. Yes. Print x means 10. Address of x
103070.
103070.
70.
Type of x is what type?
Integer.
Because you're assigning a integer value. So type of x
Yes.
will be integer type.
Integer.
Integer, right? Now print y. What is that y value, everyone? Yes.
20.
20. Address of y
104090.
90, right?
Yes.
Type of y
Also integer.
integer, right? Okay. Yes. So two different variables x and y with two different values, with two different objects, with two different addresses, right? Yes. Any query was asked?
No.
So here two different variables x and y with two different values with two different objects with two different addresses. Understood the case to right? Any query in this? Yeah. Now observe this case 3 next. X is 10. Yes, y is 10. Now two variables x and y. Now here how many objects will be created? Everyone. Hello. X is 10, x and y. How many objects are created here?
2 objects.
Yes. Observe carefully here. Only one object is created. Here only one object is created. That address is given to x. But before creating object for y, it checks any object with value 10. If it is already available in the memory, again it won't create. The same address will be given. Means x is 10, y is 10. Don't think two objects with value 10 will be created in the memory. If already available, the same address. If x is 10, y is 10, z is 10, three objects won't be created. Only one object, its address will be given to x, y, and z. Okay, fine. If x value is 10, y is 20, z is 30, how many objects are created? Anyone? If x is 10, y is 20, z is 30, how many objects will be created? Hello. If X value is 10, Y value is 20, Z value is 30. Then three objects will be created, right? For three different objects. But here 10, 10, and 10. Only one object here. Yes, I'm getting some background noise, right? Yes, Das. Yes, fine. X, Y, and Z, they are sharing the same content to 10. They will share the same address, right? Same content in the address. Print X, what is the X value? Print X, print Y, and print Z. They are going to share the same content, right? Yes, 10. They are going to share the same address, right? Address of Y, address of Z, and address of X, sorry, address of Y and address of Z are going to be the same, right? Same address. 103076. Understood, right? If the values are same, only one object. If the values are different, the case 2, 10, 20, two different objects with two different addresses. Now observe this case 4. Right? Hmm. Hmm. X is 10 and X and X only, not X and Y. X and how many objects will be created here? For 20, one more object gets created. Yes, up to here it's fine. But if I say print X, what is the X value it prints? If I say print X, what is the X value it prints? 10 or 20 or both? What is your answer? If I say print X, what is the X value it prints? So here, the latest value. First X value was 10, later it is 20. It prints the latest value 20. It prints 20. Address of X equal to 104090. Type of X will be integer type. Print X means it always printing 20, right? Again, if you say print X second time, it prints 20. Third time also prints 20. 10 times if you print that, it will print 20 only. So what happens to the previous X means it gets removed. X can store only one address, only one value, right? Whenever you define X equal 20, X equal to 10 gets removed. If I say X equal to 30 here, then X equal to 20 gets removed, right? Understood these four cases, everyone, right? In the case 1, printing the content, printing the address, printing the type. In case 2, two different variables, 10, 20, two different objects, two different addresses. Case 3, values are same, 10, 10, 10, only one object. Case 4, X and X, only the latest X will be considered. Right? Data types. Data types are mainly are of two types. Data types mainly are of two types. Fundamental data types and collection data types. Fundamental data types means fundamental data types object holding single value. Object holding single value, right? Fundamental data types means object holding single value. Collection data type means the name itself saying collection of values, group of values, right? Set of values. Object holding group of values. Object holding single value, fundamental. Object holding group of values, set of values, or collection of values, collection data type. Example of this fundamental, right? X equal to 10. An object is created with value 10 with some address. The address given to X. Object holding single value. Here, example of collection data types, right? Yes. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Here also an object gets created. Collection data type, right? Here, 5 values 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 1, 0, 3, 0, 9, 0, right? Object holding group of values. Object holding group of values or collection of values, set of values. Right. Okay. Fundamental data types is object holding single value. Collection data type, object holding group of values. Yes. Okay. Okay. Observe now. Fundamental data types and collection data types, right? Yes. Mainly 5 types. Int, float, boolean, string, complex. Int means, for example, age 25. Float something in decimals, right? Like height 6.2. Boolean in the 0 or 1, true or false, right? True or false. Python is case sensitive. Uppercase, lower cases will be taken differently, right? Uppercase and lowercase are taken differently. See, Boolean value, true or false. C should be in uppercase, F should be in uppercase. String, sequence collection of characters. For example, Hyderabad, right? It's a sequence collection of characters. Yes. Complex. In general mathematics way, A plus IB, or this is real part, this is imaginary part. for mathematical operations, even Python supporting complex data type, right? Yes. But in Python, instead of I, it uses J symbol. This is real, this is imaginary. Later I discuss brief about this strings and complex data type. But before that, collection types, collection data types, right? Collections. 4 types of collections in Python. 4 types. List, tuple, set, dictionary. List, tuple, set, and dictionary. Yes. Yes. List, see a very simple syntax is given by Python, right? For list, squared bracket, for tuple, normal braces, parenthesis, and for set, curly braces. By seeing the braces only, should identify what type of collections they are, right? Yes. And for dictionary also, it's curly bracket. For dictionary also, it is curly bracket, but a key and a value format it will be. Key and value means, right? For example, okay, name, Ajay, age, 25, right? For example, name is the key, Ajay is the value. Ajay is the value, right? Age is the key, 25 is the value, right? Key value representations. Yes, key value representations, right? Yes. List of values, x equal to square bracket. I've got 5 values, right? Yes. List of 5 values representing, right? Tuple of values. Y equal to tuple of values, right? Yes. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yes. Now, set of values. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, right? Set of values. So yes, list, tuple, set, and dictionaries. By seeing that square bracket, it is list. This is tuple. This is what? Set. Okay, so we have got a lot of discussion on these collections, right? Like list properties, list indexing, list slicing, list functions, list methods, list addresses, nested lists, list modifications. Similarly for tuple sets and dictionaries. So nearly like 1 week we'll be discussing on this collection data types, right? Fine. But here in the fundamental types, we have got discussion on string and complex. String indexing, string slicing, string functions, string methods, and string special characters, right? Yes. Yeah, string. String. What is a string? A string is a sequence collection of, yes, it is a sequence collection of a string is a sequence collection of characters. A sequence collection of characters. Mm. So in Python, a string is represented in 3 ways. In Python, a string is represented using single quote, yes, using single quote, using double quote, and using triple quote. Single quote in this way, double quote in this double quote, and triple quote. So generally, for a single word or a sentence or a line, right, we go with single quote or double quote. But for a paragraph or for multiple lines, right, go for triple quote. For example, here city equal to use double quote or single quote, that is fine. For multiple lines or for paragraph, go for triple quote. Yes, each character of a string is represented. Each character of a string is represented or accessed by a unique index. Each character of a string is represented or accessed by a unique index. String supports, right? String supports two types. Two types of indexes. Yes, string supports two types of indexes. Forward index, backward index. Yes. Forward index or positive index, we say, right? Yes. Generally, it starts from left to right. The indexing starts from left to right. And that indexing value, index starts with 0. Index starts with 0. Index starts from left to right. Backward index or negative index, right? Backward index or negative index. Index starts from, right? Index starts from right to left. Index starts from right to left. Index starts with -1. Understand here? Forward index or positive starts from left to right. Negative index or backward index starts from right to left. Index start. To understand this indexing, just observe this. I'm taking a string x equal to Python, 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 right? An object is created in this way. Object is created like we see like Python. Yes. 103090. The address is given to x. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This we call it like forward index. Forward index or positive index. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. This we call it like backward index or negative index. Backward index or negative index. Forward index are positive, backward index are negative index. No? So x is your string. What is the value of x of 2? Anyone? What is the value of x of 2? X of 2. T, right? X of 2 is what? T. X of minus 2 is O. Okay. X of 2 value is 2. X of minus 2 value is 1. So you may ask a query, right? Why already we got positive index? Why again negative index required? Already we got forward index. Why again backward? If you got a very big string of more than 100 characters, right? I want the last character to print using positive index, right? It's difficult, right? So if you say negative index x of minus 1, the last character is going to get printed, right? Yes. So single line comment in Python starts with hash symbol. If you're starting with this hash symbol means it's not executable. If starting with hash means not single line. If multiple lines you want to keep in comment, this you use double quotes and with this everything I'm commenting it. Now x equal to Python, right? Print x you say. Type of x you say. Print type of x. Type of x and print len of x, the number of characters. Save it. So I'm saving it in the C drive. I created a folder Python 7 p.m. batch, right? Within that str1.py, right? Yes. So Python type is what type? String type. Len of x is 3. Len of x is, sorry, 6. Len means number of characters, it is 6. Run module, right? So Python, what type? String type. Length is what? 6. Now I'll take y equal to programming. Y equal to programming, right? What is that? Yes. X plus y, right? Yes, this is nothing but concatenation. Concatenation means adding two strings. Adding two strings. What is that? First string followed by second string. First string. Followed by second string. Yes. Concatenation, adding two strings, first string followed by second string. Check this. Run module, right? Python programming. I want space between Python and programming. Add three strings. X is 1, Y is 1. Between those two, one blank string. X plus Y. Now you get Python programming. Yes. Now, string slicing. Yes. String slicing, right? Yes. Extracting particular portion of a string. Now, observe here, extracting particular portion of a string. Now,
So print length means
len of x means, right, length of the string, right? Number of characters within the string. How many characters in the string? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Len of x nothing but length of the string. Length of the string means number of characters. How many?
okay. So
6 characters, right? Yes. What type? str string type. Printx means Python, right? Yeah. So here string slicing, extracting particular portion of a string x equal to Python program I'm saying, right? program. Yes. Now extract only Python from this. Hmm. Print only Python or extract only Python, right? How can you do? Hmm. X of start with zero index. X of start with zero index. I want Python means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0 to 5 it should be actually, but I need to give 0 to 6. This is lower bound we say, this is upper bound we say. I'm writing a comment for your understanding. Always upper bound is excluded. Always upper bound is excluded, right? So this 6 excluded, up to 5 will consider Python you will get. But if you use 5 here, right? 5 gets excluded, up to 4 only it will consider. You won't get this again. Yes, understood everyone. Now, understood. Next, extract middle portion of the string. These 4 characters I want to extract. I want to extract this. Yes, print x of. Yes, everyone try to unmute yourself and try to give the responses, right? So I want to extract the only 4 characters PROG. These 4 characters only I want to extract. Try to answer. Print x of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 you want, 8 you want, 9 you want, 10 you want. What I need to provide? Yes, 7 to 11, right? See, 0 to 6, how you got here? Actually, 0 to 5 it has to be. 6, always the upper bound is excluded. It's not considered. 0 to 5 only to be considered. If I give 5 means again 5 won't be considered. Up to 0 to 4 only it will consider. Here 7 to 11, 11 won't be considered. 7 to 10, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. See this output, you got PROG, right? Yes. Now if I say on the opposite way, 11 to 7, if I say, print x of 11 to 7, you say. If I say in this manner, what is the output? X of 11 to 7 means 11 to 7 means you are going like this, backward you are going. So anytime, always you should go in the forward direction. Otherwise, empty string you get. Empty string. Why? Because always slicing in the forward direction. Always slicing in the forward direction. Always slicing in the forward direction. If you are going in the backward, right? 11 to 7. This is 11 to 7. If you are going in the backward, it gives empty string. Check it whether you got empty string or not. Every time if you are writing the code, if you are modifying the code, you need to save it by saying Control S. Here you got empty string, right? Yes. Now extract this PROG using negative index. Anyone? Extract PROG using negative index, you say. Hmm. Yes.
Pricing is only forward direction, so negative can happen.
-8 to -4, no. Uh, Here using negative index also should go in the forward direction only. So this is -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7. So -7, -7, -6, -5, -4, -3 we need to give. -3 will be excluded up to -4. -7, -6, -5, -4. So -3 is excluded. Check this. Okay. Now extract the entire word program now. Extract the entire word program. Yes. Using positive index you say me first. Yes, everyone. Entire word program. Print x of 7 to 7 you want 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If I give 13, m will be excluded. So 14 can I give? 14 index not available. But still 14 can be considered because it is excluded. It is not included, right? 7 to 14. Or shortcut to this, right? Print x of 7 to, don't provide the upper bound. It will read up to the end of the string, right? It will read up to the end of the string. Both results the same output. But using negative index, if you want -7 to this, -7 to this. If I give -1, m will be excluded. Don't provide the upper bound. That's it. For all these three, you will get the output as program. Any query in this, anyone? Just slicing. In the first case, 7 to 14, 14 excludes, up to 13 will consider. Okay. All these three results the same output. Now, for example, if I ignore this lower bound, is it valid? If can I ignore this lower bound, right? And give 6, is it valid? So by default, it reads from the start of the string to, by default, it reads from the start of the string to 6. By default, it reads from the start of the string to 6. Means it is start of the string. This and this both are same, right? The first one and this both results the same output. Yes. What if I ignore this both upper and lower bounds, right? X of low upper bound and lower bound. Yes, both I have ignored. You will get the entire string, right? It reads from the start of the to end of it. Is it compulsory to have spaces there? Is it compulsory to have space there? If I want to give space, will I get error? Hmm. 1 second. So both are same, right? Both are same. All these three statements, right? They're resulting the same output. All these three are resulting the same output. All these last four statements are resulting the same. X of 0 to yes. These four statements are resulting the same output, right? Yes. Yes. Print X of. Can I take that combination of negative and positive? -7 to 11, is it valid? -7 to 11 means -7 indicates what? -7 means this. 11 means R. -7 to 11 means PROG. It's valid. We are going in the forward direction only, right? Yes. PROG. Yes, it's valid. See, -7 means this, 11 means this. -7 to 11 means PROG. Okay, understand this. -7 to 11. What do you mean by -7? P. 11 means this R. -7 to 11 means R excludes only PROG you get. Okay. For example, print X of 0 to 14 with the increment of 2 means what happens here? 0, 0 index, 2 index, 4 index, 6 index, 8 index, 10 index, 12 index. After 0, increment by 2, 2 index. Next increment by 2, 4. Increment by 2, 6, 8, 10, 12. So here I'm writing a comment. 0 means a start value. Yes, 0 means start value. 14 means stop value. Yes. And this 2 indicates step value. Start value, stop value, and a step value. So 0 to 14 with increment of 2. Similar to this, right? X of 0 to 14. X of 0 to 14 means this one, right? But I want increment by 2. Both statements are same. Results the same output, right? 0 to 14 with the increment of 2. Yes. Both. Only the even indexed characters. After 0, it takes 2. After 2, 4. After 4, this. So that's 6, 8, in this way 12. Yes. For example, print, observe this. X of colon colon -1 means in the reversed order. Reverses the string. Reverses the string, right? Yes. Have you heard about the word palindrome? Yes. Have you heard about the word palindrome? Yes. And one more thing, as given by that online team, the link will be changing for tomorrow session. So tomorrow, those who got enrolled, you will be getting the link to your mail IDs. So I'll come back to it. So have you heard about the word palindrome? Yes. If we reverse a string, if we reverse a string, if we get the same string, if we get the same string, then it is a palindrome. If we reverse a string, if we get the same string, then it is a palindrome. Example of palindrome, right? Examples of palindrome, yes. Example, right? MADAM, madam, right? If we reverse also, you will get the same thing. Malayalam, DAD, MOM, if we reverse also, you'll get the same, right? Race car, 1 second. Race car, LEVEL level, NITIN, right? All this, if we reverse also, you get the same thing. So X equal to MADAM, right? Madam, print X, it will print a madam. That's fine. But if you reverse, just now reversing means this is that reversing a string. X of colon minus 1. Store the output in Y. Store the output in Y, right? And now say print Y. Say print Y, right? Yes. Both X and Y are same, right? It results the same output, madam, right? So this is string slicing. We don't need to write huge codings in Python, right? So there are inbuilt functions, methods available, modules available, right? Some example, right? Like I got string methods to perform various operations on strings. No need to write huge codings. For example, upper method is there. Just I'll take 5 minutes more to print in uppercase. To print in uppercase, right? X equal to, for example, Hyderabad. Print this in, if you got one word or a paragraph or 20 lines or 100 lines, right? Everything, if you want to print in lower and upper, right? We have got methods. Excuse me. X dot upper. Prints everything in the uppercase, right? Means the string Hyderabad, it prints in uppercase. No need to write any code here. For example, similarly, we have got lower to print in lowercase. To print in lowercase, right? Yes. X equal to Chennai. So it is in uppercase, print in lowercase, right? Print X dot lower. Run module. Chennai in lowercase, right? Yes. Now, for example, I got X equal to India. Print only the first character I in the uppercase, remaining all in the lower cases, right? X dot capitalize, that's it. Only the first character only it prints in upper, remaining all in the lower cases. Capitalize. What is capitalize? For capitalizing the first character of a string. That's it. Yes. For example, I got multiple words. Assume I got multiple words like this. X equal to, for example, good evening, Hyderabad. I got good evening, Hyderabad. Print. I want each and every word first character in the uppercase I want. G in uppercase I want, E in uppercase I want, H in uppercase. So for that X dot title, we don't need to write any code. Directly see this. If you got 100 words also, the 100 words first character, it will capitalizes. So G in uppercase you got, E in uppercase you got, H in uppercase you got, right? Yes. What is that? Title, Title, right? Title for capitalizing the first character of each word in a string, right? Yes. For example, uh, I got some one more example, right? Where exactly this title can be useful, right? Where exactly this title means. If I got some employee names, like Rahul, Ajay, Miller, Blake, James, Arun, George. So in this way, hundreds of employee names you got to assume. I want each and every employee name first character in the uppercase, right? So the name AMPS is your string dot title, I should say. The each and every employee name first character in the uppercase. Rahul or in uppercase, Ajay A in uppercase, Miller in uppercase, Blake, James, Arun, George. Right? The same way we have got a method like a replace for replacing a portion of a string. For replacing a portion of a string. X equal to, for example, I am saying Java is easy. Print X dot replace the word Java with Python. Replace the word Java with Python. Replacing the word Java with Python means you see the output. You get the output like Python is easy. For example, Java is easy and Java is simple. Java is easy and Java is simple. Will it replace each and every occurrence of Java with Python, or only the first occur Java with Python? Yes, every occurrence of Java it is going to replace with the Python, right? Run module, right? Yes. Okay. So in this way, we have got many methods. No need to write codings here, like upper, lower, capitalize, title, replace, swap case, count, format, find, strip, starts with, ends with, join. In this way, many methods are there. In the tomorrow session, I'll be briefing you about all the other methods. Yes. So understood, right? Today I was discussing about string indexing, string slicing, string methods, and these data types, how the variables are defined, how to print the value, how to print their address, how to print their types, right? So I want the sessions to be more interactive, right? From tomorrow, I want you people to respond to interact more. Yes, so from tomorrow, tomorrow a WhatsApp link will be created for this Python batch. And from tomorrow, you'll be getting the videos daily basis to your Google Drive. You'll be getting all these notes, whatever I'm typing, right? To your mails and assignments and tasks, right? You can check in the chart, the payment details, other things, right? For Python, it is 5,000. For Python full stack, like Python and framework and UI technologies, right? It's 10,000. See that, see in the chart, the previous videos, demo videos, right? Yesterday, if anyone absent for yesterday and day before yesterday, can check that videos links are given here. Course contents are given, demo videos links are given. The contact details of the online team is given, right? Yes. Fine. Okay. Any queries you got, anyone? right? And before, as I said, tomorrow the link will be changing. You will be getting the new link to your mail IDs by tomorrow afternoon, right? And
Hello, Professor.
yes, yes, go ahead with your query, right?
Yeah, yeah, I'm Omni. So basically,
Hmm.
do you teach any
Yes, go ahead.
like do you only teach basics or you go in detail about the Python?
So you can see the course content, right? In brief, in depth, Python basics, operations of Python operations, operators, IDEs, flow controls, looping statements, strings, collections, lists, tuples, sets, dictionaries in Python, functions in Python, modules in Python, packages in Python, exception handling in Python, file handling in Python, object-oriented programming concepts, regular expressions in Python, database connectivity, Python database connectivity, Python datetime module, Python OS module, advanced concepts like iterator, generator, closures, decorators, graphic programming, working with Excel workbook, data analytics, introduction to data science with Python Pandas module, Python NumPy module, Python Matplotlib. This is for Python core and advanced, right? This is for only Python. Data science libraries like Matplotlib is covered in this, NumPy is covered in this numerical Python, and also like Pandas is covered in this, right? So this will be covered in this. So nearly 70 hours we'll be spending on this, like 2 months duration in brief, in depth, right? You can compare this course content with other training sites. So in brief, and apart from this Python framework, people who choose Python full stack total package, it's a Django framework, web frameworks, that is installation of it, project architecture, applications creations, Django views, templates, admin, Django admin models, advanced concepts, and nearly like 15 to 20 applications you'll be developing in this Django, right? Yes. And apart from this, you'll also be given knowledge on this UI technologies, right? HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for this web development, people who choose the total Python package. Yes, along with the REST APIs, right? In brief. So for Python, the timing, like the duration is two months, right? 70 hours. But total full stack Python, it takes nearly 4 months, right? For totally 130 hours. The course fee is 10,000 for that full stack. If you're taking entire package at a time, right? Yes. Tomorrow the class will be at 7 p.m. only. I said we class timing. Let me make it about that class timing, right? Yes. For the first 1 week, 10 days, it will be at 7 p.m. IST. 7 p.m. IST. But after 10 days, it will be, or 1 week or 10 days, it starts at 9 p.m. IST. Starts at 9 p.m. after 10 days up to the end of the course. So that timing of this batch is 9 p.m. But for the first 10 days, it goes at 7 p.m., right? Yes. So, yes.
Okay.
Any other query, right? Anyone? Right?
Yeah, I know most of the Python basics, so I'm looking for in-depth Python. So is it advisable for me to join Django or to continue in this course?
So here, Python advanced modules I'm discussing, right? Python advanced modules, like different modules I'm covering, right? Regular expressions, database connections, OS module, datetime, like graphic programming, Excel workbook, data analytics, and Pandas, NumPy, and Matplotlib. These are the things I'll be covering, right? Modules. So if you have already got knowledge on this Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib, and Excel graphics and OS, datetime, database connectivity. Okay, if you have got knowledge, you can go with the Django. Otherwise, you can just do with this. Yeah, fine. Any other queries, right? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. If I'm done with your queries, if there are no other queries, I will sign off for now. Meet you tomorrow. Check if you have got enrolled, right? Don't forget to share the screenshot of your payment to the online team. That is the mail ID provided in that chart, right? They have given some mail ID that saying that you are supposed to forward the screenshot of your payment to that mail ID. Then only they forward you that. list tuple sets and dictionaries, right? That is going to be covered. But data structures, already it's okay. We are covering this what are required, right? For data analytics, data engineering, right? Data science, and for web applications, what all required, we are covering the entire thing. Fine. Okay. So I'm stopping for now. Yes, we will continue tomorrow. 7 p.m. but with a different link, right?